I don't know. The War Room Posse, I'm sure, remembers we were hammering the FBI over this leaked FBI Richmond field memo way back when in 2023. We didn't buy the argument that they tried to sell us, Chris Wray, most importantly, that this was a rogue FBI analyst in a single FBI office. And now we have some of the documents. I think we're still, Steve, at the tip of the spear. This is but a blockbuster reveal by Chairman Grassley. And it turns out that the documents revealed by Chairman Grassley expose the depth and the staggering breadth of the dissemination of this field office memo targeting traditional Catholics as radical terrorists. And remember, OIG Horowitz said, there was no malicious intent. There's no evidence of that. Well, guess what? Here we go. Here are the documents that have been released. Number one, FBI analysts in the Richmond field office consulted agents in the Louisville, Kentucky office, the Portland, Oregon office, and the Milwaukee, Wisconsin field office as they crafted this memo. This included gathering also information, not just about the Richmond Catholic Church, but also about Catholic traditional groups from the Louisville field office. There was even, Steve, this is just so infuriating, a slide presentation produced by the Richmond FBI analysts entitled Radical Traditional Catholics, Their Core Concepts. Now, you tell me if this is radical conservative family values. And the finding they made was that these core family values are akin to radical Islam ideology. So this is what your FBI thinks about the traditional Catholics. In fact, Steve, also in these documents, it shows that the Milwaukee FBI field office was notified that the FBI analysts in Richmond were preparing this intelligence note related to Catholics, and they also wanted more information. This Richmond memo was distributed to more than 1,000 FBI employees nationwide. And according to Grassley, who states in his letter to Director Patel that many FBI offices relied on the Richmond memo and placed these Catholic traditional groups under suspicion. And furthermore, according to Grassley, not one person in the FBI raised concerns or negative feedback related to this document. Furthermore, it's just incredible. Also, there are 13 additional documents that were used using anti-Catholic terminology. And there was the existence of a second draft memo on the same issue for external distribution to the whole FBI. So I want to know, was the FBI analyst who drafted this fired? How about the special agent in charge of the Washington field office, the Richmond field office, who oversaw the scandal? Apparently, he's still in place. But the lead is that this targeted operation against probably the most peace-loving, patriotic people in this country was generated because the FBI's intelligence partner was the Southern Poverty Law Center. And Steve, it's unbelievable. And in an email which was released also from Grassley, the FBI's, here's another office, Buffalo, New York office, discussed the Richmond memo and stated, we have 2 of the 9 hate groups, meaning traditional mass-going Catholics, in our area, 1 in Buffalo and 1 in Niagara Falls, raising the question, were these groups also placed under surveillance? So Steve, there's many more questions I think that these documents raise. Director Wray repeatedly, according to Grassley, obstructed this investigation by not providing answers for many months. We also has testimony, and no one at this point has paid for this outrageous violation of religious freedom. There's documents that have been deleted, Steve. Grassley's demanding that they be recovered. I think we really are at the tip of the iceberg. There's much more information that needs to